Welcome back into Meta Madness. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got Storm League Enjoyers, and on the left, or excuse me, on the left-hand side, Storm League Enjoyers. On the right, it will be DogZ. We are in the lower bracket round 2. We have the quarterfinals coming up after this, which will be up against here the team that dropped from yesterday. Lower bracket semifinals, lower bracket finals, and then the grand finals. That will be our games today. Thank you all for joining me. What's up, Migs? Good to see you. ISO as well. Ashmantle, Connoisseur, Ninja. Oh, I hope I didn't miss anyone. Nightbot as well. You gotta welcome the bots. We are here back into Meta Madness. As promised, I did alphabetize all the heroes that are pre-banned for qualifier number 3, and that is going to be Abathur, Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Lucio, Sergeant Hammer, Tracer, and Vala. Those are your 12 banned heroes for qualifier number 3. Of course, Meta Madness, heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. We're going to Infernal Shrines for map number 1, and this will be coin flip won by Storm League Enjoyers. So they will pick first pick priority on map number 1. Sky Temple and Cursed Hollow banned out by DogZ, Towers of Doom, and Towers of Doom I wrote down twice. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tomb of the Spider Queen is banned out by Storm League Enjoyers. They banned out Towers of Doom twice. They really don't want to play it. Infernal Shrines will be the first map chosen by DogZ, and we are going to get into this draft with a Chromie white main banned from Storm League Enjoyers. And we'll see a Sylvanas and what to be banned away. Excuse me, I did not get enough water this morning. Also, my tea once again is too hot. I forgot to boil water when I went for my walk. I ended up doing it when I came back, so no big deal. Alrighty, so what will we kick things off with for Infernal Shrines? Dahaka has been a hot priority for a lot of these teams. Could see a Dahaka to start things off here. The pre-banned list. You're welcome. Ooh, Mephisto. All right. We're leaning early Mephisto Alexstrasza. That has been a popular combo lately, especially for Infernal Shrines, being able to get the Alexstrasza Globe Quest finished out fairly quickly. So you can get that spawning regeneration globe for the Spite level 4. Could see some sort of like Tyrael or a Nubarak or something like that with it for Ardent Restoration or Regeneration Master. Even Stitches could be a pickup with that as well. But it's going to be a Leoric Greymane. As a reminder, Alpha Killer level 16 for Greymane is banned away as it is currently bugged out in our most recent patch. We fixed a lot of bugs. We put in one new bug. I think that's a fair trade. Anyways, Alpha Killer's like, it's not super duper popular, but you know, it's now you get the, basically the way it works is it still affects, it's only supposed to affect heroes, and I think it's affecting everything is the Alpha Killer value. There's the Johanna. Oh my god, it's going to be a Laws of Hope Johanna, chat. Laws of Hope Johanna. Obviously, they're going to go into an Alexstrasza here. You could go for an Alexstrasza ban, but I don't think it's really necessary. I think maybe get rid of a solo laner you don't want up against the Leoric. Could get rid of like a Rexar if there is a Rexar player. Still could also get rid of Dahaka if they just want to go ahead and not have to deal with a double global. It is the Alexstrasza. They will draw the Alexstrasza ban from Storm League Enjoyers. I mean, it's not a bad ban by any means either. I mean, you could Laws of Hope Johanna. It's not super popular, but if you are spawning those globes, it's every 10 globes Johanna heals for another 5%. And I believe what baseline when you pick the talent, you heal for 20% of your overall HP over 5 seconds. So the scaling on the Laws of Hope can be good. Of course, Zealous Glare, Holy Renewal, as well as the Blinded by the Light synergy for that build is very, very strong for Johanna, but either way, you could have a Johanna who pops the button and just heals, 75% of her HP, mid-game or something like that because the globe questing. There's a Nubarak and an Ana. Okay. I'd like to see a Jaina, honestly. If DogZ go into a Jaina, that'd be great. Or a Kael'thas, like nano-boosted Kael'thas. Oh, by the way, nano-boosted Kael'thas. If you go Pyroblast and you cast Pyroblast as the ball is traveling towards the target, you can nano boost Kael'thas, and that nano boost will apply to the missile in transit. So Kael'thas actually could be a nice pickup here for the side of DogZ. Decker Kane and Dahaka will be the last two on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. I really do think you go for the Kael'thas here. It's really good shrine clear. Jaina's awesome as well. I mean, the slows are really impactful. She can play off the Anubarak, double CC, the Ana, Sleep Dart as well. But Kael'thas does bring in the Gravity Lapse. You also have the Living Bomb, which can force the enemy back in some of these tight fights, or at least spread them away around the objective. We'll see what they end up going into. Could just be a hyper carry Greymane, and it absolutely will be. So this is probably going to be Nano Boosted Tormented Souls, Malthael? Nano Boosted Tormented Souls? Seems like that would be the option. Got a prediction written up for all of you. We'll get that going in a moment. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. Early morning, but we got a fun day of casting ahead of us. Whew. I gotta go grocery shopping today, man. I gotta get some, ah! Alrighty, everybody. Welcome into map number 1, our first best of 3 of the day here in the lower bracket of Meta Madness qualifier number 3, day number 2. On the right-hand side, we're looking at DogZ. We've got Trojan on a Greymane, Suspect Ana, Sem Anubarak, Master Chips on Leoric, and HDJ Hard to Play, Malthael. Good morning, Foo Fighter. Why no Cho'Gall, though? Because they're saving it for map number 3. On the left-hand side, we got Storm League Enjoyers. We did not get a chance to see them yesterday, as they were dropped down to the lower bracket in their first best of 3. Itrax, Falstad, Alvarez on Deckard, Aether, Dahaka, Lavkul, Johanna, and Aaron. With that, Mephisto. You've seen the level 1s. It's ready. You know what time it is. Gamble time, chat. Get your predictions in. Who's going to win map number 1? Ashmantle, thank you as always for being so on point with those gamble commands. You got 2 minutes to get your predictions in. Enhanced Agility to Haka level 1. We will see a drag immediately into Malthael. Mephisto will go into the Lightning Nova Furious Spark level 1. Falstad with the frequent flyer scaling his auto. And you know what? I've been seeing this more and more lately. Gilnean start and build with the Incendiary Elixir level 7 from Greymanes. We've been seeing a lot of perfect aim lately, and the Incendiary Elixir level 7. So I'm assuming that's the direction we'll be our Greymane players is heading into. Decker Kane will go into Sapphire level 1. That increases the slow from 30 to 30. From 30 to 35% to 65%. Math is super duper hard when you woke up 2 hours ago. Still just trying to wake up. Falstad Itrax is doing a bit of double soak right now, trying to get faster stackage with Dahaka as well. So they're working together. Oh wait, hold on. Dahaka's gonna brush talk down to the bottom camp here. Falstad's gonna fly in as well. Gets an immediate lightning run into Greymane, who's forced to roll away. The drag onto Ana is gonna pull her out of position. That means that no healing will come through onto that Anubarak, who does go down. Dahaka wants the last auto, and the Dark Swarm will take that. A very low Mephisto will fall. HDJ Hard is cleaning up on the left-hand side, and an aggressive dive from Storm League Enjoyers is gonna be denied by DogZ. They only lose the Greymane and Anubarak, as Anubarak's already respawned, but losing 4 here. 2 to 4 in kills early on. That's got to be a big morale boost at the start of this best of 3 to the side of DogZ. With the first objective being a Border Punisher in the bottom lane, the fort front gate will be taken down with the help of the Impalers, as well as that Malthael, and Ana gonna throw out a Biotic Grenade here, try and get the healing onto HDJ Hard. You know what I've noticed in the most recent patch, and maybe this is just the observer mode we're in, whenever Ana throws a Biotic Grenade, I don't see the plus onto the allies. Did we previously? I honestly can't remember. Maybe we never saw the plus healing status onto allies. Maybe. I don't know. Greymane jumps in quickly, gets a clear onto the camp with Malthael, regeneration globe as well. Johanna just checking bushes. She does have the subdue level 4. By the way, Ruby for Deckard Cain level 4 as well. Might see an Emerald? Possibly. Could see a possible Emerald as well if Malthael goes into Tormented Souls. I mean, this is a guess, of course, because you're guessing 7 to 10. Could go into Emerald and try and deny the healing from onto Malthael. Kel, thank you for the tier 1 for 15 months. We'll resend your alert when we get out of game. I appreciate the continued support. And for the first sub of the day, emotional damage, indeed. Condemned from Johanna. Gets the subdue slow. Master Chips is on the point, working through these skeletal defenders. Does have the Kneel Peasants, which means he has faster clear on these shrines. Big burrow in from Anubrak, and they're able to mop up this Falstad. Great job from Anubrak Greymane. Master Chips continues to just work on the objective on a healing coming through. And there is that Incendiary Elixir for level 7 on Greymane, as we did talk about previously. Also, the Black Harvest on Malthael permanently increased the Reaper mark duration by 2 seconds. Deckard Cain, though, will be going into the Kanai Cube. Herodric Cube reduces the heroic damage dealt by 30% for 4 seconds. Condemned from Johanna gets the healing debuff, level 7 as well, with the Sins exposed. And Malthael still pressuring onto this Johanna. Malthael should be dead here. Gillian Cocktail gets one splash through, gets a stack. Punisher jumps over. Trojan's still working on the fort with the help of the Beetles of Anubrak. And fort goes down. Dahaka still soaking up top. This is looking good early on to DogZ, as they will steal away this Impaler camp on the mid left side of the map. Good play so far from DogZ. Really enjoying their attack plan. All aggression here. Did the Aliobs update, or is this the Spazzo copy? This is the 7.4 hack. This is the hackery version that was an NGS crush. Is that maybe that's the reason why? Whatever. Lazy Hydra sent me a link to a NGS post in the caster channel that I was searching for it. I was like, there has to be a caster message. Maybe it was pinned and I completely didn't check that. Also, good morning, Crush. Good to see you, bud. Dahaka chilling in the bush. Will not be hit by the Impale, or well, by the Burrow Charge. Gets hit by the Impale. Takes out the Beetle immediately with a Scarab. Hold up. A very low Deckard Cain tries to wiggle his way behind the gate and will be able to do so. Ana getting the heals out. Tormented Souls, by the way, for the Malthael was the level 10 nano boost picked up for the Ana. We've got a Cocoon Anubrak, Greymane Curse Bullet, and Entomb for Leoric. 10 talent here on the opposing side. Consume Soul, Falling Sword, Stay Well and Listen, Isolation, and Gust. Consume Soul Mephisto. No cooldown reduction at level 4 with the Spite. Doubt we see Hysteria. Stay Wild and Listen activated by the Deckard Cain. Here comes a Body Grenade from the Ana, and the Consume Soul activated by this Mephisto. Gets the slow. The Gust comes through from Itrax. Beautifully done. Greymane goes down. Suspect will fall. HDD hard is picked off as well. Can they get the Quadra? Unfortunately, Sem's got enough mana to get a Burrow Charge away, and that will be the triple kill, but beautiful play from Storm League Enjoyers as they move in through top lane. The next Punisher frozen. Uh-oh, Sem, are you going to be delayed out? The Shield Glare would have done it either way. Steps into the bush, says, you know what? I just got to take the longer duration. Go ahead and hearth back behind their keep front gate, and they'll lose the top lane fort completely. Master Chips will soak things up in bottom lane and try and push up the wave just a little bit and mitigate some of that lost experience in that triple kill to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Well then. Alright, so no Emerald needed from Deckard Cain to deny the Malthael healing. Didn't seem like Tormented Souls was getting that much value. Of course, it wasn't nano boosted, but that's not a necessary thing. It just, man, that Tormented Souls just did not feel like it was getting a whole lot for Malthael there. Bit rough, but we'll see how things go. 12 to 12 in experience. It's about equal. What are we looking at experience deficit-wise? 1,700, but then Mercenaries makes up that. Minions are equal. Passive is a little different. It's pretty much even though there's later game kill experience to the side of of Storm League enjoyers, you still have those really, like, that big bolstering camp experience to dogs. So everything's right now parity on the map. A little more experience to the side of Storm League enjoyers, but they did clear out a wave and get one camp really quickly. They also have Falstad Dahaka double soaking, and that is going to be pushing things up faster. Shard of Fate level 13 from Mephisto, no cooldown reduction into his heroic. We will see Dahaka with the Furious Stalker level 13, no Primal Rage. Nubrak burrows back towards the allies. Leoric gets a Wraith walk out, still waiting for that 13 talent here. Leoric did get up to 31 of those 40 skeletal defenders, so dogs can sit and chill for a moment before the 13 comes in. Looks like there's an initiation into this Johanna. Consume Soul activated by Mephisto. Zones back the enemy a little bit. There's a bio grenade down from the Ana. Here comes Leoric as well. That's a Tormented Souls nailed. Malthiel as well falling. Sword Johanna, the Gus pushes back the enemy team as a Nubrak burrows in trying to save Leoric. Black Harvest finished out by Malthiel as Falstad barrel rolls into the objective area, looking to take down the Malthiel. Not sure about that barrel roll in. Must have been in the wrong direction, but either way, Frozen Punisher to the side of dogs. Nicely done. The Ancient Blessings from Deckard Cain, not enough to defend. Johanna eats the jump from the Punisher. More Gilney and Cocktail Splash from Greymane. 11 out of the 15 stacks on that one. Wait, is it 12 or 15? It is 15, okay. Malthiel goes down to bottom. Gonna harass onto Dahaka just a little bit. Oh no, just gets a mark and that's about it. Top fort does go down. Equal structures removed in the top lane as the Punisher jumps over the fort front gate. Nubrak throwing some impales out, getting those beetles summoned up. Does have the Burning Legion level 13. The Mad Lads, if you will. Is it dogs or digs? I've actually been kind of jumping between the two. Suspect is low. The Gus from Falstad saves Itrax, the secret ally to dogs. The secret sixth player. What's up, Imperathon? How you doing, Omega? Oh, Big Sid, it's a... Anubarak burrows in, will create enough space for HTJ Hard to get a heal dart from Ana, pop the Tormented Souls, jumping into Itrax, throwing out the Hammering. The auto attacks will be good enough to take down the Malthiel. We do have Ana going down just above us. Somehow, Itrax barrel rolls and lives? Healing value, level 4, scaling, of course, from 1 and 7, synergistic with that. Nicely done. I do believe the sheet should be fully updated after yesterday's stream. With Zell added in as well, and also Forget What, who's currently on duty. Made sure not to forget what. That would be ironic, right? Well, actually, I got the Christmas cards in the mail last night. Falling Sword Johanna into the camp. Nubrak burrow charges in, lands the impale of very low. Greymane gets just shredded. Here goes Nubrak as well. God dang. We're actually going to be seeing a lot. Oh, they changed. I was like, what is our level 16 for Dahaka? What's this new talent? Right, we changed talent icon colors, right. What's up, Beaver? How you doing? It's still early in the morning for you? Oh, me too. I was struggling to say Deckard Cain percentages off of Sapphire. I was like 63.5%. You know, we'll wake up. My tea is not too hot anymore, so I can. Oh my god. I thought Malthiel would have actually been okay there. All of a sudden, like, early game was looking so good for dogs. Now, Storm League enjoyers are just shredding through these health bars. The Falstad damage, dear lord! Master Chips nearly going down. Crippling Hammer level 16 for the Falstad, by the way, getting that extra slow out there. Deckard Cain Ruby gets some floor juice on the ground. Allows the sustain underneath the fort, and that will be mid lane fort going down. Third Punisher, if I'm not mistaken, of the game will be Arcane in the mid lane. Where's the damage coming from? I don't know. You guys can take a look at the damage numbers at the bottom of your screen, and you can tell me. I'm gonna say something 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 Mephisto something something Falstad level 16% or level 13% base talent. Something about this Falstad scaling is suspect. Dahaka will be split pushing, by the way, in bottom. He's going to push things up and get a brushstock in. There's going to be a scroll sealing down on the ground from Deckard Cain as the Endurance of Fate from Mephisto is activated, getting some decent damage onto the enemy, but no confirmed kill. Nano boosted Malthael will be going in with the Tormented Souls. Here's a Falling Sword from the Johanna. Looks like Leoric is going to do his best to Wraith walk around. Stay well and listen from the far side of the wall is really good. A Nubarak falls. Master Chips to be picked off. And this will be an Arcane Punisher to the side of Storm League enjoyers. As a society, we should vote for a lower boiling temperature so water and tea can be enjoyed more quickly. I actually have a kettle that has multiple different boiling temperatures for different types of tea. So, like, there's boil for black tea, but it boils at a lower temperature for green tea because you don't need it to steep as high. It's honest to God, if you drink a lot of tea, it's worth the investment. Highly recommend it. Punisher gets the jump over the wall into the gray main. HDJ hard trying to back away. The Orc will respawn as well. Falstad pushing up the top lane. Wind Tunnel, Contagion, Respect the Elderly, Mimic, and there you go, the Heaven's Fury for the Johanna. Punisher's still fairly healthy, 20%, but I mean, it's you got a 2-level lead. Punisher's kind of healthy here. Hey, Grubby, what's up, bud? First bullet will go out. There's going to be a dive onto Falstad, but the cocoon is going to be activated onto him. Here's a Tormented Souls out from Malthael with the nano boost as well. Greymane goes down, a Nubarak to fall. The old man will be sent to the retirement home. Johanna Falling Sword. Hard is trying their best to sustain on the left-hand side. Alone Leoric to try and defend, and I think Master Chips will save their KDA. What's up, Grubby? Good morning. Drop my affiliate link for it? All right, I'll grab you one in just a second, because it does look like this map number 1 is going to be going over to the side of Storm League enjoyers. An early game that was looking great for DogZ.
Team kill!
Map number 1 to our blue team. GG. Short link copy. There you go, Grubby. Boop. There you go. That should be it. That is the kettle that I use. It has multiple different settings. So much recommend that. Alrighty. Also, Kel, thank you again.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage indeed. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Meta Madness Qualifier number 3. My name is Bahamut on the left-hand side here in the lower bracket of day number 2. We've got Storm League enjoyers. On the right, it is DogZ. We're heading into Dragonshire for map number 2. Sky Temple, Cursed Hollow, banned up by DogZ. Towers of Doom, Tomb of the Spider Queen, banned up by Storm League enjoyers. Infernal Shrines was the first map chosen by DogZ. They lost that, and they will opt in for first pick priorities. So the map choice will go to the side of Storm League enjoyers, taking us to Dragonshire. The big thing to note is that if this is a win for DogZ, we could potentially have Braxis holdout. That's the most exciting thing. That's what I'm excited about, is no one banned out Braxis holdout. Otherwise, like, there's been one best of 3 that... Oh, wait, no, there was a couple yesterday that didn't ban out Braxis holdout as well, so... but we did get one game of it, so I was happy. We did get a, there was a Cho'Gall in Qualifier number 2. All of those VODs are up on YouTube and scheduled, ready to go. So I'm doing my best to stay ahead of schedule, or like stay like on point with getting the VODs up for these games, getting them edited and stuff like that. So Dragonshire will be map number 2. As a reminder, this is the Meta Madness style of draft. Tiers that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in the Best of 3 series. That, of course, will reset when we get into our next Best of. And then the other thing to note is we have the pre-banned list of heroes that is pinned at the top of the Twitch chat. There are 12 heroes pre-banned away. I believe more can be added in as the qualifiers do go on. And we will be having these qualifiers and then the playoffs basically for the next 4 weeks straight. I don't think there's a break. I have to double check the schedule, but next weekend, the 25th and 26th is qualifier number 4. 2nd and 3rd is qualifier number 3. And then I think the playoffs start right after that. I know there's a playoff day on my birthday, the 16th, so we will be doing birthday casting, so it's going to be a very fun day. What's up last? You managed to get last. First pick Sylvanas on the right-hand side for DogZ, as we have a Viking, Chromie, Muradin, Maev band away. Junkrat Rexar on the left-hand side will be our start out for Storm League Enjoyers. Do like the Rexar for the solo lane. This is a decent map for Artanis. Artanis could be considered a counter into Rexar, but there's so many other counters that you could go into. Urel is considered strong. Diva can actually be pretty good into Rexar. Kira is an option. I doubt we see it, but Kira is an option. There's the Urel that I was really expecting. With the Malfurion, I'm expecting some sort of mage to be picked up as well. I'm suspect of the Innervate. Well, I guess Innervate could just be used on Sylvanas as well, so I guess you could just be leaning into a hyper carry Sylvanas. Don't you smirk at me, buddy. Well, when I see Crush in chat, I always bait the Artanis. You have to bait the Artanis when Crush is in chat. You know what? I think I will be fine with this camera if I can figure out a way to get rid of most of my microphone without me moving it down so I don't start like leaning into it down here. I actually need to really stop leaning into my microphone completely. I talk into it like I have a dynamic microphone and I don't need to be that close to it. But either way, Stitches will be banned away. White Mane as well. Malfurion Stitches, not a bad combo whatsoever. We have seen a lot of Tyrande. She is an option here, especially with the ETC. My brain is so wrinkly. It's just so wrinkly. My brain's so goddamn wrinkly. Oh my god. No, I was looking at the amount of CC that you already had between Rexar and Junkrat, and then you can follow that up with Tyrande with Lunar Flares. You also have the Huntress Mark, which is really, really strong, and you're able to maybe burst down the Sylvanas, because it does feel like we are getting hyper carry Sylvanas. I'm a bit surprised at a TLV ban. There's probably a player on the side of DogZ that plays TLV. Position camera higher. Well, see, the thing is, I wanted to see the cameras like at eye level. Like my camera used to be like super, like I'd be like, this would be me being eye level with my old camera, or like looking at my old camera. So trying to get a better location of it all. Now they just need a single start damage burst mage. Well, we got a Zagara to round out the draft. We also have a Zeratul as well. This is quite interesting for Dragonshire map number 2. The screen is with a delay. Oh, wow. See, Caster can never be correct. It's no. Caster is cheating. He has a delay so that way he can see the heroes picked ahead. Oh, I see how it is. Okay, all right. On the left-hand side, we're going to be seeing the members of Storm League Enjoyers. We got ourselves that Zeratul, Junkrat, Rexar, Misha, Tyrande, and ETC. Over on the right-hand side, looking at DogZ, we will be having a Garrosh, Urel, Zagara, Sylvanas, and a Malfurion. Here, I'm going to pull the tab screen up if you do want to look at the names really quickly, because I need to get this gamble going for all of you. Excuse me.
Let the battle begin.
Alright, sorry about that. We've had better introductions, apologize. Garrosh looks for an early Groundbreaker toss. Oh, it is a Warbreaker Garrosh if that sways you. I know there was someone that swayed. Oh, Sentinel did hit right there. Do have Ranger level 1 for the Tyrande. Also, we'll be seeing the Shadow Hunter on Zeratul. Toss into root from Malfurion. And ETC gets a power slide away. Lovecool is not going to go down. Concussion Mine, though, will push Garrosh around. And Sem will continue to spread that creep. Oh, no! GG. Not Infest at level 1, because Bile Drop is the play here, homie. Corpse Feeders with Bile Drop at 7 is probably the most common pickup for our Zagara players in Meta Madness and in the EU region. Just like how I'm expecting this to be a crowd surfer ETC, because EU is like the one place where I consistently see crowd surfer ETCs. Party Block ETC, by the way, he actually might go into more of a utility build. He might go into like Speed Metal level 4 for the allies. Get some movement speed augment. Maybe that helps the Zeratul chase down some enemies.
Capture the shrine. Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this.
Thank you all for the gamble. We still have a window open if you would like to make some Twitch predictions. Withering Fire, Might of the Banshee Queen for the Sylvanas level 1. But also that Emerald Dreams, pretty much the standard for Malfurion at this point. Potential Dragonite, but I don't think Zeratul's going to get this in time. Jumps onto Trojan. Uh-oh. First Blood?
Red team draws first blood.
First Blood will go over to the side of DogZ. And Venom Spine, right? Yeah, and Venom Spines for the Zagara. ETC looks for the power slide onto Garrosh, but just not enough to set any sort of kill up. It is actually going to be loudspeaker ETC, so probably just face melt at 4 and 7. Look at the Encore at level 13. My apologies about that. Zagara will get picked off in the mid lane to the Zeratul Rexar Misha combo. Nice burst damage coming out from them as they make a quick rotation into the mid lane, denying any sort of... Well, denying a little bit of soak for that time being, but also a bit of experience to the enemy team. Itrax is getting a bit low here, wants to back away. Does have that armor from ETC, that physical armor. Hard is looking for another Groundbreaker stack. Can't land it on Talaverus right there. Trojan takes the safe rotation down to the bottom lane to join to the allies. Currently, Rel just making her rotation with the Hand of Freedom into the top lane. Takes a chunk of damage from the Rexar Misha. Back into the bottom, though, as Garrosh walks into a bush, will tank a bunch of shots from Junkrat. No taste for explosions, level 4. This is going to be the Chattering Teeth, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, what's up, Bearquake? Good to see you, bud. If I missed anyone in chat, welcome. Hello to the lurkers as well. Indomitable activated by Garrosh just in time, avoids the Lunar Flare of Tyrande. No Lunar Blaze level 1 stacking or extra range. Some danger pings in mid lane, yeah. Zagara was, yeah, like, oh wait, hold on. Zeratul's in mid this time. Itrax gets the concussion mine onto Suspect. Suspect very low on mana. This Malfurion needs to reset. Oh, no, we'll have well available to tap. Misha gets the top lane channel. Zeratul 1 regeneration globe away from finishing his level 1. Does pick up the Warp Skirmisher at level 7. Concussion Mine holds hard in place. And Tyrande just throws out a little Sentinel, pokes onto this Garrosh for the time being. But no kills. No kills beyond our, well, no kills except for our first 2 that we've had. But there's been some skirmishing, some brawling here in the bottom lane. Some low health bars for a couple moments. Ally toss gets Suspect out. Enemy toss onto the ETC. Groundbreaker followed up by a root as well. Sylvanas gets some decent sustained damage into the ETC. Junkrat still poking onto this Garrosh. He just wants to hold the bottom lane point. Cleanse out from Malfurion, Garrosh trying to avoid that concussion mine as well. Zeratul done with his level 1. Dragonite's available in mid lane. Zagara is still there to maybe delay out this Zeratul. She does have a lot of ability, a lot of summonables. There's going to be the Bile Drop. Zeratul steps away, not wanting to give a free stack over to her. ETC chills in the bush for the time being. Baneling Barrage thrown out, but Zeratul once again blinks away. The little PVZ in the mid lane. ETC power slides in. That's a nice Lunar Flare. Indomitable activated. Toss into the Zeratul. He blinks back away immediately. And no kill to be achieved. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers really quickly for all of you as we're going to get our 10 talent tiers at the top of the screen. Sylvanas manages to grab the Moonshrine in the bottom lane. Siege Giants being looked at? Yeah, I was going to say, there's a little wiggle there. I think they have to realize, okay, do we give over bottom for the time being and get our Siege Giant camp for some pressure? Absolutely. ETC is going to get the power slide out. Some heals from Tyrande are good. Nice double Lunar Flare. Junkrat finishes the cap. Here comes Zeratul to bottom lane. Almost gets the burst needed onto Suspect Malfurion. Unfortunately, not a kill. But for a 10 talent tier, ETC Mosh Pit will have the Shadowstalk, Boars for Rexxar, Might of the Nerazim Zeratul resets, and Riptire Junkrats. On the opposing side, not Devouring Maw. We got Mind Control Sylvanas. Hold on, ETC drops a Mosh onto 2. There's the Riptire. Interrupted Mosh by Garrosh's Groundbreaker. Tranquility activated by Malfurion, but ETC's got the last auto attack on top of that Lunar Flare from Tyrande. But it is the Tranquility, Malfurion, Mind Control Sylvanas, Nidus Network on Zagara, Ardent Defender for your Yrel, and last but not least, a Warlord Challenge, Garrosh. Well, Flame Breath into mid lane as the first Dragon Knight does go to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Link is the target of a whole handful of damage out of the Zeratul. Zeratul trying to force the Ardent Defender. Link doesn't want to use it, does use it, and barely will get any healing off of this. Oh, nicely done! The timeout on... Oh my god. The Singularity Spike timeout damage. For those of you who don't know, okay, fling a Singularity Spike that sticks to the first enemy hit deals 384 damage after 1 second and slows the enemy for 3 seconds. That 1 second delay, nicely done. Little, you know, cool guys don't look at explosions moment. Mind Control catches the bear, tossed into the Misha as well. Gotta give credit where it's due when you see some cool mechanical play. Nicely done from our Zeratul player. Bottom lane, Bruiser Camp left and right for the top laner up and available. As we do have 13 talent here rolling on in for Storm League Enjoyers. Zeratul will start that left-hand side camp. Cigar working on the bottom lane. ETC, he's not gonna face check that bush. Tyrande will have a Sentinel that goes through. Able to get a bit of damage onto Cigar, and she'll back away to safety, getting some heals from Malfurion. As I mentioned, that top lane camp will go through for the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Board unleashed. Zeratul coming in. Misha charge as well. No Ardent Defender for 38 seconds. And Link shall fall in the top lane. Zagara will rotate up there to try and defend, but I don't think... Wait, hold on. Mind Control on bottom lane goes fishing and finds a Tyrande Warlord challenge as well. There's a root from Malfurion. Shadowstalk activated. A whole lot of healing for Alvarez. ETC drops the Mosh. The Concussion Mine into Trojan over the wall. Sylvanas is able to get the Haunting Wave out, but Zeratul's made the rotation down. He's sticking to her like glue. Now can Zeratul get to Malfurion? Don't think he's able to close that gap. Maybe onto Hard here, who is going to get hit with a Lunar Flare. Big cleave out from Zeratul as well. A Groundbreaker from Garrosh slows the advances, and that Nidus Worm exit point will be cleared out. But the bottom lane fort is still going to be sieged. Rexxar in top lane still pushing up here. Cigar's doing their best to hold off that top lane. Ardent Defender available in the bottom lane. Link will go over the wall onto Zeratul. And the fight in bottom, the skirmishing continues. Some half health bars though. Oh, that's a good Warlord's challenge. They find a Zeratul route to follow up. Groundbreaker's there as well. And a bit of revenge for Yrels. The Mind Control goes out and it doesn't find a target. Zagara trying to throw some roaches down the Hydra to chase onto Eye-Trax here. 4 out of 12 stacks on Zagara's level 7 Bile Drop. 20 out of 25 for the Hunter-Gatherer on the Rexxar Misha. Groundbreaker is done for Garrosh. Top lane fort will go down, and Zeratul, as I mentioned earlier, has finished the Shadow Hunter level 1. Okay, so Siege Giants bottom lane for Storm League Enjoyers. 5-3 in kills currently. Urel sees the Rexar Misha coming up, runs out of that bush. Zeratul back in the mix. Cigar gets a free stack off the Misha. Half a level to go for 15 talents here. My apologies. That is a rip tire I saw from Junkrat. HDJ Hard getting chased down in this bottom area. Malfurion does not have the heal. And unfortunately, Malfurion running in to try and heal Garrosh is going to be the death of Malfurion. ETC drops the Mosh, but the Haunting Wave from Sylvanas teleport gets out in time. That's a nice charge from Misha into Zagara. Here comes Zeratul with the cleave, finding the double kill for his team. This is looking pretty good. As the bottom lane fort will go down, Misha is sacrificed, but still another structure to fall in favor of Storm League enjoyers. I don't think Rexar gets the channel in time. I think Urel got there just quick. Oh, also the minion wave I think delayed out too. Bottom? Honest had a mind control onto the Zeratul. He was pressuring. Level 13, 16 will be upgrades on Sentinel for Tyrande, Harsh Moonlight, as well as the Empower as well. ETC delayed out by Garrosh here. Top lane, Urel still floating around. Rexar is going to rotate down. Zagara checks the bush with a Bile Drop. Still 6 out of 12 for her. Root into Misha, she takes a Baneling Barrage and will go down. There's still a quarter kill, some experience. Pushing DogZ up a bit here, but that will be second Dragon Knight of the game to Storm League enjoyers. Hunter-Gatherer from Misha, level 4, finished out. Kick onto the Garrosh to push him away. UTC trying to clear out some of this Zagara creep. More Flame Belches or Flame Breaths this into the mid lane. Urel on the top left of our screen looking for a potential flank. Or looking for a flank, but now is all alone. Link is getting chunked. And Zeratul's sticking. Oh, is Ardent Defender going to be forced out again? No. Urel is able to get close enough to the allies. The Dragon Knight does expire. The fort does not go down in the mid lane. Unbearable death. You get, you know, that's good. That's good. I liked it. I liked it. What's up, Tan? How you doing today, bud? ETC lands the power slide, the Mosh Pit. Groundbreaker will interrupt. Malfurion gets the activation under Tranquility. Bile Drop gets completed. Somehow Zagara just found 6 stacks in the last, like, minute and a half or something. Ardent Defender activated onto Urel. Feign Death from Rexar. We do have a Sylvanas on the right side going down to Zeratul, who starts working on the camp. Actually, he's using that camp to get cooldown reduction off of his autos. Suspect will fall here. Zeratul is able to land another Singularity Spike. Oh, beautiful Sentinel from Tyrande. She gets the reset, throws another one out. And with the members of Storm League enjoyers start moving in through bottom lane. Rexar and Misha will grab that Siege Giant camp to empower this bottom lane push, but the death timers are about 20 seconds on average. It might just be one of those situations where we see a core going down sub 14 minutes. This might be a real quick best of 3 series here in the lower bracket, round 2. But that will not be the case, and we will see a disengage. Another Sentinel thrown back. I was about to say the Dragon Knight phase is just about to come back here, and that's exactly going to be the case. About 3/4 of a level for 20 on the side of Storm League enjoyers. Zagara will lose another Nidus. I think it's, oh no, Zeratul. More so, it was oh no, a Zeratul is what I was trying to say, but it was more Zagara was threatened than Zeratul's life. Half a level to go now, as I was mentioning. 12-3 in kills. It looks like Storm League enjoyers have got the momentum to take map number 2. It's gonna take a titanic play from DogZ. They actually need a few mega plays, and that's the hard part right now for DogZ. They need at least 2 like team wipes against Storm League enjoyers, and with a 2-level difference, with the enemy having their 20 talent tier as well, I feel like this is going to be a rough spot to be in, as this might be the Dragon Knight to end map number 2. Storm League enjoyers might be pushing in for a victory to move into the lower bracket quarterfinals. Let's see if they can do it here. We'll pull away the talents. Let's zoom out a little bit further so we can see the positioning of everybody. Misha getting tossed in. There's a mend immediately from Rexar. A kick onto Garrosh as the Flame Breath comes through. A couple keep shots onto the Dragonite, but it's not that big of a deal. Feign Death activated by Rexar as Misha gets a charge through. Kick into the Urel. She's pushed back down towards the lower side of this lane. Zeratul is going to go harass onto her. You can see on the left-hand side, Ardent Defender is activated. Junkrat spread volley getting so much spread damage. Nidus Worm is going to be summoned by Zagara. The core shielding is dropped. The Riptire comes out from Junkrat. Catapults and Siege Giants are still in bottom lane. Link hit by a stun of Tyrande. Moshpit interrupted on the right-hand side. Trojan goes down to the Zeratul, who is just cleaning up this fight. And this is going to be Garrosh getting a little bit low. He's doing his best to defend, but of course this Zeratul has got the level. He's just level 20 Zeratul late game, and all I can say to whomever is going to play up against the side of Storm League Enjoyers, ban out that Zeratul. Do we want a Titanic play, though? It's sunk. You know, that's... Yeah, I should really think of a better term. You know? You know, when you phrase it like that, I really should think of a better phrase. They're gonna need a Queen Mary play. Wasn't that like an unsinkable, like, horror ship? I watched a really bad horror movie based off that ship, and I was very, oh my god, it was so bad. There's a movie called The Haunting of Queen Mary. Don't watch it, chat. Go watch Commando or I don't know, Beetlejuice. So, which team wins? Dragonshire was Storm League Enjoyers. Pay out the people.